Okay, third grade, the first thing you're going to do to make this awesome tessellation multiplication art is a piece of white paper and a pencil. First things first, we're going to write our name on the back of our paper. We're going to need a 24-inch ruler, a pencil, and a white piece of paper to start. We're going to start by making a grid on our paper, and we're going to measure our paper. So we'll line it up at the 0. And this paper is 18 inches long. So we can think about, how many multiplication problems do I want to write? If they were 4 inches, we could do 4, 8, 12, 16. I think that's what I'll do. So I'm going to make a little mark at 16, 12, 8, and 4. And notice we're already doing multiplication. We're skip counting. Then I'm going to make a little mark on this side at the 4, 8, 12, and 16. Then I'll line up those dashes with my ruler and go straight across with my pencil for each one of these sections. Alright, so now I have these equal sized boxes. Then I'm going to measure the other side. And it's 12 inches. So what's 12 divided by 4? We can do 4, 8, 12. There's going to be 3 spots. So I'll do 4, 8, 12. I made my little dashes. And now I can line up my ruler again and go across, line up my ruler, and go across. Now I have my grid. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a multiplication fact. And it can be any fact, whatever one that you like or you think will go with what you want to draw. So one of my favorite facts is 4 times 6. And 4 times 6 equals 24. So I'm going to make sure that my 4 is here, my 6 is here, and my 24 is over here. And make sure I have room for my symbols also. So I'm going to just experiment drawing really lightly because if I make a mistake, I want to be able to erase it. Alright, this is my first sketch, and I have them staggered. So each time I write a new equation, it gets bumped to one direction a little bit more, so it makes these kind of steps. Now I'm going to fill in the space around it with different types of patterns or drawings. If I think these numbers look like something, like I could turn this 6 into an eye because it's kind of the shape of an eye. I could turn the 4 into something that is similar shape to a 4. Maybe I'll use some zigzag lines. So now I'm going to sketch how I'm going to decorate this. Alright, so now I've lightly in pencil sketched out how I might want to decorate my math equations to add some artistic skills to it. So what I can do next is grab a pair of scissors and cut it into the shape that I want it to be. When you decorate, make sure that the tessellation continues, even with the way that you color it. I'll fast forward how I decorate mine. During this time, I'm also going to erase some of the pencil marks that are all around that, and I'm going to do that by using a big eraser. So if you need to grab a big eraser, they're right over here in this little black bin next to the pencils. And I'm going to do this so that it doesn't show up, but I'm going to make sure that my marker is dry, because if my marker is still wet, it's going to smudge that ink everywhere. Here's my tessellation multiplication so far. This is what I did with marker. Now I want to fill up the background with different colors that are light, and so I'm going to use some colored pencils to fill in the background. Now that I've finished coloring my tessellation multiplication, I'm going to choose a colored big paper to be the other background. So I chose black for mine, and I'm going to put mine on the black paper and glue it down, and then I'm going to cut around the outside of it. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write my name on the back of my paper so that Miss W knows who I am. So make sure you write your name on the back of your background paper.